Hey guys, hope you guys had a good day trading today. Man, these last couple days, especially the last really 2 days, have been some just tough trading. Basically, we kind of unfortunately ended up in this weird trend of overnight weakness followed by mid-morning or morning to mid-afternoon, about 11:30, super strength that then just leads into this hard rejection, and then we just basically chop for about like 3 or 4 hours from basically 1 o'clock until power hour, and then power hour usually has a couple weird reversals and then a big move up. So this was one of my worst days I've had in a long time. It was just painful. I just couldn't get the breakout correctly. By the time I would enter the breakout, it was a fake breakout. This is actually the first time I've ever had basically 4 failed setups in the same day. I've had, obviously I was just wrong, but to have such what looked like clear cut, solid breakouts, intraday, and to have them fail like they did, I have never seen that before. This price action is just absolutely stuck. And there's just not a lot of movement. So let's take a look at the daily here. So, we actually got a red close on SPY today, and we got a red close in the VIX. So, that just goes to show you just how, untradeable this really is. The VIX today, again, I was talking about last night on that last Thursday into Friday, we had a nearly identical setup for that today, yet we chose to basically have a hard rejection and we didn't even break out. So now this is where it's difficult because we're still holding this 454 to 454.5 double demand, still holding the daily 8 EMA support, but we just can't break out. We have kind of this soft resistance right here at 456.7 that we just can't seem to break through. So really at this point, we need a closure under 454 or over 459.16. Everything in between here is just painful chop. CPI is a week from today and FOMC is a week from tomorrow. So there's a chance we could be stuck in a really painful choppy range until that happens. Now, when we look at ES here, same thing. We came down. We once again bounced off 45.59 demand. We once again held the daily 8 EMA. And this is kind of what I was looking for. I was looking for that support bounce to then push up. And until about 11 o'clock when we got that hard rejection, it looked like we were going to have that nice day up. Now, this does have potential to set up for basically, a 1, 2, 3 move down. However, we could see this continue to the upside tomorrow. I would not be surprised overnight to see some more weakness. We get a lot of jobs data in the morning. We got some ADP and some non-farm at 8:15 and 8:30. I would not be surprised to see markets kind of sell off until that news. Based on how Jolts reacted today, that news, though, could be pretty bullish to the upside. Now, when we look at the Qs here, you can see, so this is what I want to kind of point out here on the Qs. We actually have a bear channel that is forming here. And I noticed this last night when I was kind of looking at the 15-minute chart overnight for some kind of trend levels to watch. But, if you look at ES here over the last couple days, we are in a nice little up channel here. Put that there so you can see that. Now, let's go over to Qs. Completely different chart here. Now, yes, this is a massive bullish engulfing candle. Yes, we bounced off the daily 20 EMA. Yes, we held previous demand at 385.16, but we did not get a new demand. Now, tomorrow, we certainly could push higher and put a new demand in right here to lower our range and then push up. And that's a possibility that I'm looking for, but I do not like this daily 8 EMA rejection right now. This worries me, and this would set up more for a double top to then push back to 385.16. So I would tread lightly tomorrow on the Qs. Again, tech in the morning. Today was the first time on tech at open that I have seen the amount of strength that we had. It was the first day in probably 3 weeks, I would say, that we looked extremely bullish, extremely strong, and we looked to be pushing, one way or the other. So However, by end of day, that was not the case. By middle of day, end of day, we were pretty weak on NQ and we could not get any upside momentum. Going over to NQ here, same thing. We had our nice double bottom play out with the bounce off the 20 EMA to go up. We did take out our demand here, so we do have our range still. So again, I would like to see a closure over 16.032 and 16.090 to really indicate that there's a bigger move coming up. But same thing here, if you look at NQ, we have realistically a nice little bear channel that's forming. And this is back 3 days, 3 days of touching this level here. So we will see if this channel plays out here or if we're going to turn this into a little bull flag and break out. So if you look at this flag right here, it's potential, or this would be your pull, and then your flag, this is potential for a breakout. But, we can't ignore that we're in the bear trend, and we can't ignore that we rejected off that daily EMA. I would have liked to have seen a close over 15,940. Now, that might come tomorrow, and if it comes tomorrow, that would be just as bullish. But as of right now, we are still stuck between the EMAs, and whichever way we break first will likely be the way we continue. Now, going over to the VIX, we again had another failed breakout on the VIX. So this is where the VIX is just as equally as SPY and NQ is. We're just as equally stuck. We can't seem to break out. We can't seem to break down. We are continuing to reject off 13.46 supply and the 20 EMA, but we did just lose back under the 8. So again, this sort of rejection here would have indicated a much stronger day on the markets. Now, again, we could get a follow-through day to the downside and look for maybe a new 52-week low tomorrow, but it's hard to trust this when the VIX is just as choppy, and the VIX has still been the market's been reactive to the VIX, but not in the way that you would like to see it reactive. So, overall, going into tomorrow and really the next 3 days, we have 3 big days of data. We're going to have the non-farm stuff. We'll get unemployment rate in there. I think we get UMISH on Friday. Those all have potential to move the markets. Now, will they move the markets? We shall see. But overall, I would say I'm rather bullish. Going into data tomorrow, I do think we could probably see a gap up tomorrow. And I think that gap up could be what markets need for this breakout. We'll see tomorrow though.